Yeah, I think the effort was full of merit. The way we got challenged and fought and found a way to get back into the game, and then it was even they kicked one, we kicked one towards the end. It was just that arm wrestle. That was really pleasing. I thought the part that was pretty frustrating was the way we started the game, and our organisation around the ball was poor. And they kicked 5-1 from stoppages in that quarter, and it was all ground the stoppage. We weren't set up how we wanted to. The communication wasn't there, and we just fell apart a bit in the start of the game. So we give them a three and a bit goal head start. Probably lucky it wasn't more, to be honest, in the game. So from that point onwards, it was 10 goals to 12, and we played some good footy. Contested ball numbers really high, plus 12. The clearances, I think were plus 2 for the day, but centre bounce was really encouraging. There's a lot to like, and the bit was around the kids again, being a bit of a barometer and giving us a look at what the future looks like. So from that point of view, that was encouraging. But we don't want to keep putting ourselves in close games and not getting over the line. So we made some blues towards the end of the game, which will be great education, and we didn't quite get that right. But there were some pleasing things to come out again.
You lose Simpkin and Greenwood. Phillips stands up. Is that his best game for the club?
I think his last 3 weeks have been pretty solid. I think he's been really consistent. I thought his first half was okay, but I thought his second half was really good. Really won a lot of clearances and used the ball really well, especially at the start of the third. He was the one that sort of got us going. I think in a 6-minute period he's had 4 possessions, kicked a goal, and then he was into the rotations, but he really kicked us off to get going in that third.
Just on that opening, you put Shields on Merritt obviously at quarter time, it seemed to.
Yeah.
Could you have, in hindsight, done it any earlier?
I think part of the issue was partly Zach was playing really well, and partly the way that it was setting up around the ball. So we're just giving time and space, and it was just like, so trying to work out what comes first. Is it merit or is it the stoppage structure? I think our stoppage structure was poor, but we thought we'd go with the, to play on him and try and nullify him. I thought he did a pretty good job after quarter time.
Tarrant Thomas return. How did you see that?
I think what he did was classy in the game. I think when the ball's in his hand, we keep the footy, and he's quite electric. So he'll be better for the run. But it was good to get him back into senior footy and be a part of the group and play. And he did a good job.
Was he nervous in the build-up? He hadn't played for a long time.
It wasn't too bad. We didn't speak about it a heap, but I think he was just happy to be playing.
How's he been since he returned?
Sorry, Pete.
How's he been since he returned back into the program?
He's been good. He's trying to do his extras and trying to improve as a player and get back in. The sort of that leadership group and second tier group have really led from the front in that space. So he's been a part of that, which has been great. Yeah.
Ben Mackay copped a bit of heat last week, but he had some real big moments, I thought, last quarter
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah.
How did you see his game?
I thought it was good. I thought his positioning, him backing himself in, and when a player's had a bad one and a real bad one, and you know what type of player they are, we can quickly jump on their back and really ride them. You got to back them in. That's the part. He's a good player, so we want to make sure that we give him the feedback to improve and how to do it and back himself in a bit. And like anyone, players can lose confidence, and we've got to make sure as a coaching group we back our players to perform at the level, and it was good for him to jump in and do what he did today.
You said there was a few learning opportunities later. You were able to articulate what some of those things, obviously Ziegler out on the floor and a couple of things like that.
Yeah, no, I won't elaborate, Pete. It's and it's not. We haven't been in a heap of close games except for the first couple, and then we've had this big block of games that have sort of been over quickly. So to have some close ones again, we can rehearse that and try and we want the 4 points coming our way, not to the opposition. And they're just little tinkers and making sure that everybody's on the same page, because that's the key. When you're time poor and you need to score, you've got to get things done ASAP. And for our group, we just missed a couple of little moments there.
You must be excited about the prospect of Wardlaw playing that midfield for a while.
Yeah, like his ability to hunt the ball and the man is quite impressive. You know, he's a ferocious tackler and all that, but he's still got a fair bit of learnings to do in his game. You know, there's a few there that he should have given the ball out, and a little bit around where his positioning was in general play and things like that. So there's a bit of growth in his game there, but what we know is we're going to get a pretty ferocious player at the ball for long periods, which is great. So he's just got to tinker with a few things, but yeah, he's quite impressive the way he goes about his footy.
Oh, injury to Simpkin, obviously concussion, and Greenwood is a different concussion.
Yeah, both of them will miss next week probably with that. So yeah, it's that would have been you sort of look at the moments in the game, you just think what a game for Jai to maybe lead the group towards the end there and have our experience as the captain as well, and Huey. But you know, that's footy. We didn't have them, and they'll miss probably next week as well. Yeah. Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you.